Don't be confused. Don't adjust your screens. Welcome to Confidently Insecure, the podcast where we're absolutely sure we don't know everything. That was a new way of doing it. I'm Kelsey, Darragh, and like I said, don't be alarmed. Don't adjust your screen. I wanted to do something different, okay? If you listened to last week, you know I have a lot going on in my life personally, currently. And I just did not have the, oh my God, I almost just ate that plant as I was walking. This is definitely going to be a more visual episode. So if you're listening to this on audio, you're going to just have to bear with us. But yeah, I have a lot going on. So I wanted to just do something fun. I didn't want to sit and have to think too hard and do a bunch of stuff that required a lot of brain power. And part of some of the stress I'm feeling of just all this change that's happening in my life personally also has to do with organizing things. I am in desperate need of organizing my life. I feel like this always happens whenever a big change is happening, because Marie Kondo said that when you're getting your life together, you tend to want to get rid of a bunch of stuff that doesn't serve you physically too. And I'm pretty sure we've done an episode on how to condo properly. Oh, Leo might join us. We haven't seen him in a minute. So I've been completely changing my office around. If you just caught a glimpse of it, it is looking totally different. I've been clearing out an entire guest room because I might have someone come live with me for a little bit. It's just a lot of change and different stuff happening. And part of that organization and ADHD combo comes with a sudden urge to want to clean out your beauty and makeup and skincare stuff. I also just got back from Toronto filming the incredible documentary that we are putting together that will be available to view later this year. It will be premiering on a fun little place that all of you will have access to. And I would love to start promoting that and knowing that you guys know that it's coming before anyone else. I always appreciate you confidants for the support. You know that. So I'm excited. But boy, oh boy, did I not sleep. I did not sleep the entire time we were there. I mean, I'm talking 4 hours a night, maybe at best. When you're on set, you're just in go mode, and you have to be so present with filming that when you finally wrap and you get back to the Airbnb or the hotel or whatever, you're still doing shoot stuff. You still have to go over footage and do the dump of the footage. That's called DIT. You have to plan for tomorrow's shoot. You have to make sure all of your sources are informed, and you have to literally on the ground investigate as you're making the documentary. A lot of what the story of Marley Liss, which is the documentary, what the documentary is about, is public information, but we're breaking story and building a new act in the entire movie that isn't public. So it was just a lot of stress of trying to make sure we were able to get the footage we wanted to get the interviews we wanted to get, and just we want to make the best version of this movie that is possible. So with that being said, I really just wanted to come home and attempt to get my life together a bit. And I was watching some long form YouTube stuff, and I was man, I wish I could just do my podcast while I'm doing some of my beauty chores. And I was wait, why can't I? I can literally do whatever I want. This is my channel. This is my podcast. So this is just a little bit of a different format. If you haven't already noticed, I'm putting my eyelashes on for the week. When I say eyelashes, I know some of you might be what are you talking about? Let's start the beauty journey / organizing now. So I used to get my eyelashes done religiously. I was a big temporary eyelash extensions girly pop, but because I'm also a trichotillomania girly who pulls out her eyelashes, it was never great for the wallet. They wouldn't last, not because it wasn't good quality, but just because I would ruin them. So I really was always on the hunt for how to make the lashes look good without making the bank look bad. Know what I'm saying? So when these temporary eyelash extensions started to come out, I went through every iteration of them, right? I have tried every brand. I've tried magnetic eyelashes. I have tried like snap-on eyelashes. I have tried magnetic liquid liner eyelashes. But these are the brands that I have found the best, which is Ardell. They make wispies, they make thickies. I usually have a different pack of a bunch of them around at all times. Just always trying different kinds of Ardells. Like this one, for example, which you probably cannot see very easily. But this has like a pre-built glue on the lash, so you don't even have to put glue on it. Like it just sits there right on its own, which these are available at, I get mine at the Ulta in West Hollywood, and man, it makes putting eyelashes on so much easier. And then while we're at it, or is it AOA Studio? This is called A Plus Super Strip Lash Adhesive. Bruh, this shit you could super glue anything together with. Like, it is so strong. My highest recommendation comes with the Ardell lash. Pretty much any style, they really have like nailed the lash brand identity. And the AOA combo is like, you just can't beat it. And these will last all week. Like minimum, these are lasting 3 to 4 days. Max, week and a half. Depends on how much crying I'm up to that week. But really, I use these different little tweezers. They're like very long, safe, rounded tweezers. And I just put a little tiny bit of the AOA glue on it. And then I just let it dry a little bit. And then I either use my fingies or said tweezies. And you just lay them under your lash. That's the key, is to put them under your lash. And I even wear an eye mask every night, but I use an eye mask that has like a little bit of space copped out of it, like it looks like a little bra. And my eyelashes last all freaking week. And you really just give them a good squeeze, because this glue, baby, I mean, for sure, this glue is going to give me eyeball cancer, because there's no way something this good does not have like crazy chemicals in it. I don't care. I will take it. Look how good those look. And it's giving a very natural look for obviously synthetic eyelashes. But people are always commenting like, oh my God, are those your real lashes? I'm like, girl, no. Hell to the no. Hell no. These are so fake, but you really can't tell, because when you put them underneath your eyelash line, you really can't tell. They blend so much better. They also have a couple different styles of lash that if you're not into the big dramatic falsy look, which sometimes I tend to go for a more drama look, so sometimes it's kind of nice to have the wispy look. They even do like semi-wispies. Like it does not have to be so intense. And also these different lash tweezers, if you are terrible at putting lashes on, these are going to be your BFF. So when I am thinking about like how to organize my skincare makeup routine, these are here to stay, okay? These, I mean, one pack can be anywhere from like $12 to $16, as opposed to every time I was getting my eyelashes extensions, they were like 90 to 100 for a refill and $2 something to get them done from the baldness that I would have. So to say that this is a good alternative, a good dupe, is an understatement. And I really think anyone can do them. Like, it does take a little bit of practice, but like, girl, so natural. So fun, so easy, so breezy. They're staying. I also just keep them on me. Like, I'll put some in my travel bag. I put a pack in my car because you never know when you might need a little tiny bit of refill. And also the packs usually come with a carrier, like a little case that you can put stuff in. So that's nice too. So it's always all in one little package. So as I'm finishing my next little eyelash, this almost feels like an extended vlog instead of a podcast episode. I'm also just like cleaning because I have no idea where in the world I'm going to be next year. Like, I keep teasing that maybe I'm going to move to Europe, but like, I think I might. Like, I miss my boyfriend and I miss our lives together and I miss our routine. And I'm just like, I don't have kids. You know, Hippo can travel. My cats can travel. Like, my cats have a good sitter. I don't want to stress them out and bring them all the way to Europe because I don't think they would survive that long of a trek. But I do have an amazing house sitter that would stay at my place. And I could get her to stay here for like months and months on end. And I'm like, maybe I should just go live in the Europe. Maybe I should just do it. And so part of my like cleansing of makeup is the need to want to make space because I am like embarrassed about how much shit I have sometimes. Like, it's stuff that I buy thinking I have good reason to buy this, like all this camping gear and shit. I'm like, why do I need camping gear? Why am I hoarding it? Why am I holding on to it? Oh, I can tell my cat's chewing on some tape. What are you chewing, Lily? Where are you? Oh, you got a big roll. I just took some peel and stick wallpaper off my wall, so Leah was going after it. Anyway, let's get back to organization station. Look, that's where I'm normally doing the podcast. Hee. But now we are in the bathroom. I think maybe let's go over, I want to look at some of my favorite things that I don't get to really share with my routine with you guys. So let's have a look-see, shall we? Okay, I am just tilting the camera up a hair so that I can go through my current skincare routine with you guys. Okay, let me clip this mic. On the go potting. Hee hee. Okay, so if you haven't been hearing about HA cream, it's everywhere. HA is like the new retinol. It's the new niacinamide. It's the new, like, what the hell? BHA, AHA. It's hyaluronic serum, hyaluronic. Why am I saying that weird? Hyaluronic? Is that how you say it? Whatever. Point is, it's the new thing that everyone's been using. So I have been using a brand called Ourself and Elastin. And you want to get this, the HA or the HA serum, as I've been calling it. So I highly recommend Elastin and Ourself. And the bottles are also so cute and aesthetic, and they live right on my little shelfie. Let's go though first with my Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA Pore Tight Toner. Good God. And I actually just put this right in my hands because it does smell so freaking good. Oh, baby. And we are in our nighttime routine, by the way. So I'm just putting a little bit of toner all over my face. And some people are probably screaming like, do not put toner with your hands on your face. But I swear this is the only one I do that with because it is so moisturizing and smells so good. Like, I genuinely feel like I just put on lotion on my hands. So again, that is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Toner. So that lives on my shelf full time. And whenever I need a little spritz, the other first thing I'm always reaching for are Rare Beauty. This is the facial mist. This is the Fine Comfort body and hair fragrance mist. Oh my God. It's such a nice refresher. It smells so calming. Like, I know Selena's whole thing has been in the mental health space, and I feel like she really made her fragrance sense with mental health in mind because it is just So relaxing, and I haven't smelled anything else like it. Oh, Leo, he just jumped where he shouldn't supposed to and just knocking things over. I feel like that's what cats be doing. He just said, oh, you're trying to film something? Let me just knock a whole bunch of shit over that I'm not supposed to for attention. He's such a Leo. That's why I named him that. Okay, moving on. Let's do a little bit of this brand that I love. This one is Good Molecules. I feel like this is a sort of like The Ordinary, or what's that other brand that's like The Ordinary? Is it something with ink? Something I can't remember. Whatever. Good Molecules is available at Ulta, and their packaging is really cute. The color really stood out to me. Like, oh, I'm such a packaging whore. And these are all things that are on my keep list. I try not to throw out skincare, A, because it's expensive, and B, unless it's like doing something poorly to my skin, I'm a girly that's like, well, what if I might want to use that sometime soon? Also, I learned you're not supposed to touch the dropper to your face when putting on all of these things, but it lasts. What do you want from me? I can't be perfect all the time, okay? Did you guys know that? That you're not supposed to touch the dropper to your face? Like, I get you're transferring bacteria or whatever, but like, Jesus. It's so hard. It's so hard getting all the steps right, which is why I could never be a beauty influencer, because I would just be like getting dragged all the time, I feel like, for my choices that I'm making skincare wise. I'm going to go over here to my little skincare cabinet and grab a Hero Pimple Patch. I know everybody uses these, so I ain't even gonna pretend like this is new. They're also the ones that make the store patch that everyone uses as like an accessory. I just have a little blemish coming in here. I can see this is definitely from touching my face so much all week on set. I do be touching my jaw when I am stressed out. All y'all know I suffer from some chronic jaw pain, and whenever I'm on set, I definitely will be rubbing my face. While I'm over here also, I grabbed my Ilia Bright Start Activated Eye Cream. This is one I really, really like. It comes from Ilia, which is a brand that really does skincare meets makeup really well. Like, I always wondered why we didn't have more skincare makeup combo companies, and I feel as though they got it. You know, they were the girlies that got it. Because I also use their, let me grab this. This is something that will not be ever seeing the trash. The Base Face Milk. This is Ilia's moisturizing face milk. And I put this on every morning before I do my makeup. And so their eye roller is very good. Another eye roller that I really like that I've been using, where is it? Where is she? Come on, girl. Oh, here she is. The Caffeine Shot by Shy. I talked about this on TikTok. I have no idea if I'm saying that name correctly. Shy. Anyway, it's the caffeine shot. I don't need caffeine right now since I'm going to bed soon, but I'll put some on just so you guys can see. This is a brand, again, that I had not heard of until I stumbled upon it IRL in Miami, and they did a little AI facial analysis that like scans your skin and gives you recommendations based off of their AI results. And I was like, whatever, let's try, I'll do it. And that's one of the things they gave me, because I have crazy under eye circles, in case you can't tell. Next, we're going to use the Good Molecules Hyaluronic Acid Serum. There, it came out so much easier that time. Hyaluronic acid. What was wrong with me when I was saying it earlier? Anyway, Good Molecules. What else is on my shelf over here? Elastin, the R Self, Glow Recipe, I'm also a big old fan of Kula sunscreen. Again, you won't see that because we're doing nighttime beauty, but I wear a Kula sunscreen under my makeup every day. They have nailed the glowy, dewy look of sunscreen underneath makeup, and the formulas just always mix so well with everything I use on my daily routine. So far we're looking pretty good. I think we're looking nice and shiny in like a I do skincare kind of way. Also, I still be using Dr. Jart. Are you guys still on that Dr. Jart tip, or did we stop using it? I feel like they were one of the early Sephora tenants. I don't know if they like rent space in Sephora or how that partnership comes about, but I do like Dr. Jart still, especially their just regular base sunscreen. It do be hitting. Okay, what else? Too Faced just sent me this. This is the Fairy Balm limited edition fragrance mist. It is giving like little girl, young, Bed Bath & Beyond, not Bed Bath & Beyond, Bath & Body Works. Yo, I told you I didn't want to have to think tonight. Just let me live. It smells really good. Not something I would normally put on right before bed, but I just wanted to show you guys. It's a plastic bottle, so it's very travel proof. Yeah, I dig it. So now that we've let our eyelashes dry a little bit, I am probably going to clamp them down one more time before I fall asleep, just to really get that glue nice and dry. And the other thing about nighttime skincare is I tend to want to rush through it, but I'm trying to remind myself that I have to let everything dry because I don't want to just like layer and it not soak in. Also, I don't know if anyone's cared to notice, I'm still growing my hair out. I was watching the old BuzzFeed videos of my hair that was so long, and I was like, dang, I wonder what it would look like now, grown out. So we've been growing her out, and we have been using, well, let's bust her out since we're in a little show and tell, the K18. This shit has me in a chokehold. K18, you know what you're doing. This is the leave-in molecular repair hair mask, and you don't need much. I put too much in tonight, and my hair feels a little bit like thick because of it, but God, it feels fresh. Like it feels like I just got a trim on my hair. So now that we've let the skin stuff rest a little bit, I want to lock all of this in with a moisturizer. We need a little bit of moisturizer. So I do have the Elastin moisturizer. I also have the Our Self moisturizer. And I think I even have, this one was one I found that I had forgotten about that I keep under my sink, the Summer Friday Jet Lag Mask. This is a hydrating mask, but it's really just insane moisturizer. I'm worried that if I put that on right before bed, it's going to just end up on my pillowcase. So maybe we'll just go with a normal. Let's just find us a, here we go. Here's our Dr. Jart Ceramidin Cream. This is a moisture retention shield. The fuck does that mean? Girl, I don't know. But it sounds like just what I was looking for, isn't it? I was looking for something that would lock all this good hydration and skincare in. And as a 35-year-old woman, I'm telling you, if I'm spending money on skincare at this big age of mine, I better see some results, okay? I better see the product work, okay? I'm too grown to be spending money on skincare that doesn't do something. Same with makeup. Like the fact that we have, what is the name of the brand? Sachu. The fact that we have Sachu, that brand that everyone's obsessed with, the lip, that's the one you've seen online where everyone like draws it and then peels it off. They have also made now blush, which you can see here. I have in every freaking color. Why don't I just turn this around and show you guys my setup? This is just like my daily setup. over here with my brushes, eye stuff, and some sponges, and a little bit of PR that I haven't gone through yet. But you can see I have a bunch of the Sachu blushes. I've got some Too Faced blush that also, this is their new Cloud Crush. So that is a blush and lip combo. It's really just like a stain for anything you want. This is like the little card that came with it. It's a really nice formula though. It's very airy. And then, here, it's me. Oh, Leo, hi. Hi, buddy. You want to say hi to the pod? It's been a while since you've been the star. Do you miss Zach? He comes over all the time still, though. Good boy. I'm also in the, just got back from a trip, so trying to unpack all of my beauty stuff. But most of my beauty stuff actually comes in travel sizes. So things like this Milk makeup. This is a lip and cheek in the color Work, W-E-R-K. So I use this as a travel blush. I also have things like this, which is the Tarteist Glossy Lip Paint. Tarte, really just their formula slay. I have been obsessed with this, is an airbrush angled concealer brush by It Brush Cosmetics. I've been using this as my concealer brush and it is a slay. I also use this every single day on vacation. This is the Milk Makeup bronzer contour stick, matte bronzer stick in the shade Baked. And what is a girl if not a makeup obsessed queen, if not having the translucent Laura Mercier baking powder? This is how I lock in all my looks. I even have a couple little like Rare Beauty lip butters. This one is Lip Soufflé. I don't know if it has the color on. Oh, color Fearless. And even, you want to know how much of a throwback? I've got a Huda Smoky Obsessions like little palette. Let's see, this is the 9 color palette. I stay having that in my makeup bag. Oh, here's another brand that I wish I had more stuff from because I really like it. This is the Kaja or Kaja, K-A-J-A. This is a heart melter lip gloss stick in the shade Crush Hard, which very, very good lip oil. That's not too sticky because, as y'all know, I hate a sticky lip. And the Maracuja Juicy Lip by Tarte, also a great color stain that doesn't have too much stick to it, you know? This makeup from Too Faced, this is a liquefied longwear lipstick. This is a melted color pink in the color Peony. I have had this probably since 2016. You cannot get me to throw it out. This thing, I'm telling you, any like Too Faced lip, they just know the formula that will stay forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and never come off. So why would they change anything if it works that well? So let's see, I also had taken one of the Sachu blush colors with me to Toronto. Even though I have so many other blushes in here, I used that Sachu every single day. Do you guys, does that happen to you where you go through phases of when you get a new product that you really like, it's the only thing you use for months and months and months, no matter what color you're wearing, or like all the other stuff you have that you should be using because you know you need to use it or lose it or toss it? I just can't. Sometimes I become hyper fixated on a makeup product the same way that I become hyper fixated on a life mission or DIY task or person, place, or thing. Insert any adjective. We're gonna go with adjective. I don't think that was right. I don't think adjective was the right word in that. Oh, here's the last thing I wanted to show you guys. I will put my camera down here. Let's move this up. So I don't know if any of you saw on my TikTok that I recently got into press-on nails. I was someone that did not understand why people were so obsessed with getting their nails done, wasting money. I always thought it was such a waste of time and money because I used my hands too much. People were always complaining about how their nails were always breaking or they need to go get it done. It was expensive as fuck. And I just really didn't
want to subscribe to another thing that made me feel bad about myself. Like if I didn't have my nails done, I didn't feel complete or look beautiful or feel hot or whatever. And then, let me tell y'all, I fucking get it now. I get it. Your girl got, this is called V Salon nails. I got them on the Amazon. And these ones are like a really pretty green hollow color. And they're coffin shaped and they're in the size, I want to say medium. I think they have small, medium, large, depending how big your fingers are. But let me tell you, they give you a good mix of sizes. And these aren't just like press-ons that you get, you know, that your mom had that just was like you get the glue and you press them on. No, no, no. These are UV gel press-ons. Yeah, you heard me right. So you get this little tiny tube in your nails and you put just a dab on the nail. And then you have this little guy, or some people have like the little machine you put your fingers in like you are at a salon. And this is just simply a blue light, a UV blue light. And you cure, hi Leo, you cure your own gel nail at home. And these suckers, when I first got them, I didn't really figure out the best like method of, I was sizing my nails too small. That was like a problem. I saw a lot of people had questions about like, oh, the nail keeps popping off. And people were like, you might get it, you might be sizing them too small. So I had to size up a little bit. And then I also didn't know how much gel I was supposed to put on. I don't think I was curing them for long enough. So it did take me a week or two at first to figure it out, but I just thought they looked so pretty that I was willing to suffer. I thought at first, I was like, this is such a waste of money and time, but then I figured out the right amount for my fingies necessary. And look, I even bought another color. It comes with this little sticky board you use to like put the sizes you need on them. These are like a pink ombre color, and I'm sure I'm going to get into some like darker colors now that it's spooky season. This little UV light, little gel UV light is from a company called Azure, A-Z-U-R-E, that I think was a different set of nails. Sometimes they're at the Chelsea Market in New York City if you live near there. They were also a very good set of nails, press-on UV gels that lasted for frickin' ever when I put them on. But then I literally wore them out until they were like filthy and dirty. And I was like, all right, fine, I'll buy a new set. Again, another thing that saves a lot of money. It's only like $15. They were only like 15, 16 bucks on Amazon. And they're cute. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of miss my fingers having them, but I had to take them off for the rest of my Toronto trip because your girl had to do things with her hands. Oh, okay, Leo, you gotta get down because Mama's gotta say goodbye to the confidants. I know this was a short episode. I know this was a weird one. I know it was a like travel episode. Travel into my bathroom with me to go over skincare beauty products, but I feel like I just needed this. I needed this like little weird long form vlog. I needed to just like be able to be chill and not have to use my brain after 6 days of shooting for like literally 16 hours a day. So thanks for letting me gab. This is a good gab sesh. Let me know in the comments below if you liked it, if you learned about anything new, if you want to try any of the products I mentioned. And we'll definitely be back to normal in the studio next week. Okay, bye.